Listen, if you've ever said, why won't she see me as anything more than a friend? Then this episode might save your love life. You're not crazy. You're not imagining it. There are psychological patterns that make her treat you like a Brothers Club member instead of a lover. And today, we're going to break down the science of attraction, flirting, and the friend zone. I'm going to show you how to spot it before you're halfway in it. What's actually mixed signals versus what's a dead end. And exactly what to do if you still want her without losing your dignity, your confidence, or your future. Welcome back to Plant the Spark. I'm Mike, your ethically masculine dating coach, the guy who's going to help you stop chasing fools and start attracting connection, baby. Today, we're talking about something every dude has been trapped in at least one time. We're talking about the friend zone, baby. Not crush confusion, not I don't know where we stand, not she likes me, but no, no, no. We're talking about the friend zone. You know, that place you're emotionally available, she's comfortable, and you slowly die inside. We're going to cover real signs you're in the friend zone, how mixed signals are often just emotional pattern noise, what the research actually says about attraction versus friendship, what to do if you want more, why trying to stay in a situationship is going to emotionally bankrupt you, practical steps to either level up or move the hell on, my guys. Fire starters, we move on. And listen, guys, this doesn't just happen to simps, right? This doesn't just happen to guys who are clingy or needy. This can happen to anyone, right? It's a product of being a good guy, right? If you're emotionally receptive and grounded, you're going to attract a lot of people. Some of those people aren't going to be attracted to you, though, on a romantic level. It happens, all right? It doesn't mean you got to stop acting in a way that is ethically grounded and masculine as hell. Guys, today I'm bringing you real psychology, right? Not this pickup artist game crap that they sell you on all these other sites. Not the manipulative stuff that you get from the Red Pill Society. Real evolutionary attraction psychology, attachment science, and body language data. We bring it all from real research-backed studies, relevant research. So here's the truth. People fall into friend zone patterns because of behaviors that signal non-sexual friend energy. Non-sexual friend energy. Not because you lack value, but because your behavior communicates comfort more than chemistry. Psychology says in attraction, humans unconsciously look for status plus resources plus confidence plus predictability plus warmth. In friendships, humans seek safety plus social reliability plus low threat plus cooperation. A bunch of studies in evolutionary psychology show that the brain encodes these differently. The friend template is predicted by cues like consistent availability, right? You're always there for them when they need you. Non-sexualized communication, right? You're not touching, right? You're not flirty. You're not keeping the triangle eye gaze going. Low initiation of physical touch, right? You just don't do that, right? And if it is, it's very platonic. You're not touching the inside of her thigh, which maybe you shouldn't be doing that anyway until you're in a relationship. But hey, low dominance, right? Social confidence, very equalized roles, lots of emotional disclosure, but no sexual tension. And this one's tricky because if you have a lot of emotional disclosure, and sexual tension, the touching, the flirting, the eye contact. This can get you thinking that, you might be in the zone, but you're actually still in the friend zone, right? The attraction template requires social dominant cues. Now, the difference between this friendship template, right, and the attraction template, it requires social dominance cues, right? Confidence, direction, decisions, right? Non-neediness, calm, and ambiguity, right? You're not reaching out at the littlest sign of detachment, right? Flirting cues, playful teasing, warm touch, the eye contact, right? Hierarchical tension. You lead the energy, right? Any interaction that you're in, you are in charge of that energy, my friend. Otherwise, if it's just a mutual energy, it's just friends, right? The friend zone forms when your energy equals comfort plus predictability plus zero tension. I mean, you might listen really well, right? You might be emotionally supportive. You might get her, right? I've been there. But if you never escalate the romantic script, she mentally files you as safe, non-sexual male. Science in action. You have got to initiate the script. Let her know. She can still not choose you, but at least she knows that now you're a viable option, or at least a option. Maybe not viable. So here are the actual signs that you're in the friend zone, right? Research plus real life example stuff. Number one, you are included in everything except the romantic subtext. She invites you to the group hangouts, right? You never get alone dates, though. You're not going with her anywhere, right? You're not checking out the new art museum together unless there are other friends there. Number two, she talks about other men romantically around you. This is not a test. This is a categorization. Number three, she lets you do the emotional labor, right? You comfort her. She never comforts you. It's always a one-way street with these types of people. She never or rarely initiates physical closeness, touch avoidance. This is a big predictor of low sexual interest. Now, if she's allowing touch a lot, she's interested in you. Doesn't mean you're going to get her. Who knows? But she's interested. Or at least that's what all the psychologists say. Now, she uses we language, but not in the romantic way, like we should hang. We're like siblings. That's something we do, right? It's a safe label. It's not romantic. Number six, she consistently talks about the future with you, but as friends, trips, plans, group activities, never us. Now, mixed signals are different, right? Mixed signals are different. She laughs at your jokes, all the jokes. She touches you occasionally, right? There's moments where you feel it's a little bit cold and then it's a little bit hot. She compliments you. Well, friends don't usually compliment male friends. Same, vice versa. I mean, it goes the same way. The guy is typically not like going to compliment a female friend because he doesn't see her that way. I mean, maybe once in a while, like, oh, I like your jacket or whatever, but it's rare. She texts you with engagement, right? These are all communication cues, right? Not attachment cues. So the brain weighs attachment security over momentary positive feedback when deciding romantic chemistry, right? Meaning she can like your company without loving you sexually, right? And that's what men confuse as mixed signals, right? She likes your company a lot sometimes, but she doesn't love you in a sexual way. This is rough for guys, right? It's tough because you're not really in the friend zone, you're in the mixed signal zone, right? And it's why guys fall in love with comfort and not chemistry. Look, there are two realities. You can stay in the friend zone and feel safe, but your desire will choke on that safety. It will literally kill you. not literally, but you will feel like it's killing you. Or you can level up. You level up your presence so you exude attraction signals, not just those comfort signals, right? You've got to reframe the entire process, my dude. No longer are you going to be her emotional tampon, right? Here's what the research actually says flips romantic interest, right? Number one, you shift from supporter to leader. Ethical masculinity, baby. Autonomy. Women are psychologically attracted to men who lead because leadership equals emotional regulation plus competence. So you do stuff like this. When you're with her, you make decisions. You don't ask her what she wants, right? Again, she thinks you're a friend or sending mixed signals. Just make the decision, right? Be decisive. Lead, not as a dickhead, you know? Come on, we've talked about this in other episodes. Number two, schedule intentional solo date style interactions. And my guy, if she keeps turning you down, it's not happening. Number three, be less available. Fade purposefully. You increase your perceived value because uncertainty plus confidence equals intrigue. Keep her uncertain. You're confident in yourself. This is intriguing. And it's backed by evolutionary research. Men who show stable autonomy, signal resourcefulness, ACR, ethical masculinity. Get to my site, buy the books. Number two, introduce flirt cues, my guy. If you're in the friend zone, introduce some flirt cues so you will know. My dudes, these don't have to be overtly sexual. They don't have to be overly sexual, just territorial, playfully strategic, right? Some examples are like light teasing. You and I are trouble in a crowded room, right? You make it about the we, but it's now a little bit more sexual, right? It's a little bit more primal. We're a problem together. Yeah. Eye contact, right? Linger a little bit longer than normal. And again, you're not staring into her soul at this point, my dudes, but like, a couple seconds longer than you might actually normally do it. Show her that intention, man. She still might not choose you, but at least you're giving out those signals. She can reject you, and that's okay. Then it's time to just back off. Number three, be warm, right? And when you're warm, give some intentional touch, right? Warm, intentional touch. A shoulder, a back of the hand, right? Flirting recalibrates her nervous system from unmateable friend to possible partner. Yeah, baby. Look, you want to create some hierarchical value, right? And this really gets into the ACR again, right? Relatedness plus stability. Women want a man who is both emotionally present and socially confident, structured and capable, right? You can keep your friendship. I mean, like, guys, you can keep the friendship, but upgrade your value, right? You might not be in a relationship. You want to keep the friendship because you don't want to lose her, right? So upgrade your relative value, improve your life, your career, your fitness, your finances, right? Do not overinvest emotionally. Look, you're in the friend zone, you're in mixed signal zone. Let it, you've done the things to see if there's interest. Now let it play out. All right. You want to go out there and build non-neediness, right? You are the center of your own life, autonomy, competence. Increase your social status. Get out there with your friends, man. They all increase your market value, your mate value, and the brain's unconscious filters. These are the things that you don't want to do. Guys, do not make these mistakes when you want out of the zone, all right? Double texting to force attention. No, this creates clingy signals. I know. Opening up too soon. Look, emotional dumping removes mystery. Being her emotional therapist. X. Comfort without tension equals friendship. Believe me. Waiting passively, hoping she notices you, right? Hope kills attraction. Get out of that mindset right away. No hope. No hope. You make things happen or they don't. Sacrificing your identity to be what she wants. Dude, This reduces your signal strength. I mean, it's tempting to hang in the friend zone because you want to feel comfortable, right? But, and I get it, you don't want to lose her, right? You don't want to lose her. You don't want to have to start over new with someone else that you've been putting all this time and effort in. I get it. But here's the reality, right? This is the reality that psychology reveals. Staying in a situationship you don't want, it robs you of your self-worth. It reinforces that insecure attachment that you clearly already have. And it teaches your brain to accept comfort over chemistry. Guys, this stuff delays real partnerships. It doesn't increase the likelihood of that. You're wasting your time. You're not saving her. You're neglecting yourself. All right, listen. Here's the short, actionable breakdown. You are not invisible. Your signals are ambiguous, my guys. She's not playing games. Her nervous system is not wired for ambiguity. Look, the friend zone means comfort without sexual hierarchy. Attraction flips when you switch from care to leadership to flirt to structure. So, how exactly do you do this? You know I'm giving you the playbook, fire starters. You know it, because that's what we do here on Plant the Spark. Do this. All right. Step one, ask for an intentional, specific plan, right? Let's do coffee Wednesday at 6. Step two, escalate physical calibration. Nice to see you. Great to see you. I like this about you, right? Nice to see you is the friendly version. Great to see you. You're up in the game. I like this about you. You're really up in the game. You're showing romantic attraction. Step three, show independence and mission before reaction. You've got to be grounded in yourself, my guys. The ACR method from Plant the Spark will help you do this. Step four, guys, I've said it, I say it all the time. You got to upgrade your life. Signals matter more than words. That is actually what ethical masculinity looks like in action, right? It's all about making yourself the most valuable, attractive prize on the planet. Guys, look, if you want the full step-by-step playbooks on detachment, attraction psychology, mixed signals, right? Emotional control, all of these things, hypergamy, how to go into no contact, what to do on the first date, how to get the first date. I got it all, right? We've got scripts, we've got checklists, we've got examples, right? I'm not leaving you guys hanging. These are high quality manuals. I'm very proud of these, right? And right now in January, we're going to go ahead and put a sale on these things. So make sure you go over to my site and check it out. Grab the digital manuals, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. I'm done being a friend. I'm Mike. Stay magnetic, stay sovereign, and I'll see you the next time on Plant the Spark, baby. See you, boys.